All right, hello there. Good to see you, Stalkforwarder. Sorry, I was a little distracted, getting a couple things sorted out around here. But yeah, we got a lot of things to do today, a lot of things to think about. So I think we'll think about them. We'll start thinking about things. I don't know if we're going to get much done by way of actual progress today, but we'll see. Let's get started. Jump right into the document. Greetings. Let me turn the music down. It's insanely loud compared to normal. Somewhere around there is usually where I have it. Yeah. As I was just saying in the chat to Stalkforwarder, I realized I was thinking about it today, and I was like, I know there's a lot more artwork to do on this game, so it's probably going to take a little bit longer to complete, especially with, like, you know, I want to have animations for them and stuff. Like, some of them are pretty integral animations to the process of, like, actually completing the game. Like, the game depends on some of these animations a fair bit. And then I was like, well, hang on, how much do I actually have to do? Let's just, like, try and itemize. And I was just sitting there thinking in my head, and I went, hang on a second. Okay, so we got the aunt. She's got to, like, get up from the TV. She's, you know, whatever. She's got to do a couple of things. She's got to bring you back inside from outside. So there needs to be... Maybe I can get away without a walk cycle, I think. Like, you know... If I don't... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can get away without having to walk cycle the aunt, I think. But, yeah, she's got a few animations yet. There's also... the llama, which is integral. That's another one that has dependent animations. The cat has dependent animations, and I haven't designed any of these characters yet. The sibling is probably like one of the only ones that I can get away with not having to worry about too many animations. There's not like an integral animation for them. It's basically you just give them a console and they're just going to stand around. But yeah, then there's the guard. The guard's pretty good because they're just sleeping. And the ideal, like, we'll just have to, like, animate them snoring and sleep talking and maybe a little bit of rustling around sort of movement. But they're not gonna, like, I never intend for them to, like, wake up and do anything, so they're just gonna wriggle around a little bit. So that's probably not terribly difficult to animate, I don't think. Still have to design the characters. The dogs, in my mind, I've always had this idea of, like, a pretty awesome introduction animation for the dogs to come into the stealth section, to introduce the stealth section. And I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. Yeah, I got to think about it a little bit more. But yeah, that's two more characters to design, which frankly, they're basically the same design with, like, some, like, minor tweak to differentiate them. So that's probably okay. A lot of work to do, though. Like, it's actually a lot of work designing the characters. It took me a long time to land on Sierra's look. And I remember struggling with all three of them, actually. So all three of the characters that the main characters I've designed, struggled with them a lot. I need to get a walk cycle in for Sierra, which is, like, another thing that I'm kind of worried about not hitting properly. My cat walked through here and knocked some stuff over, and I just realized I don't see my remote control for the AC. Ah, found it. It was behind the computer. Alright, it needs to be reset too, because something went wrong. Let me see if I can reset it. Alright, it's reset. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do. Animation-wise, there's a lot. Design-wise, there's a lot. And that doesn't even account for, like, backgrounds. So all the work I'm putting into the backgrounds is very important, and we'll probably continue doing that for the most part. Yeah, the cat definitely made a catastrophe in here. I realized, like, it took me a while to realize the stuff that was knocked over, because, like, I saw the immediate stuff that was knocked over. Yeah, a circumstance arose where normally I'm in the room with the cats whenever they come in, so I can, like, make sure that if they are going to, like, knock something over, I can go and grab them and, you know, make sure that nothing terrible happens. But I was in a rush the other day, and one of my kids needed help, and the cat ran in, and I was like, oh, I don't have time to go get the cat and, like, close the door. So I was like, whatever, And the cat was in here for probably 20 minutes by itself, just exploring and knocking things over. And so it knocked over a couple of different things, which was annoying, obviously, but hey, nothing's damaged, so it's good. It's just things that got knocked over. So anyway, it was more of a big deal in my mind. I was thinking, like, I hope the cat doesn't like pee on everything or tear some boxes up or something like that, but it didn't do anything that bad. So anyway, the next thing I've been thinking about is, like, okay, background art, what sequences are involved there, like in terms of those animations. I've accounted for most of it, but there's some I haven't accounted for yet. So, like, tearing the curtain down in the bedroom, like that, I'll probably just animate that in like a, hopefully a simple way. Or get high on or something. Yeah, who knows what the cat might do. I gotta, pulling down the curtain in the bedroom, tying stuff together. I think those can be relatively easily done. Pulling down the flag, pulling the bed sheets off, those kind of things. I think we can just kind of make it happen without too much stress. I think if I make them like, 3 or 4 frame animations of acquiring the items, shouldn't be that big of a deal. It doesn't matter if the frames aren't perfect because you're only seeing them for a really short amount of time. Tying the stuff together can just be like a face away from camera and wiggle the elbows around and have some dust flying off or something like that. It doesn't have to be that well animated. And then tying it to the bed and throwing out the window. I think that's probably the most complicated part of the whole animation. And I can probably cheese it a bit. Yeah, those are the things I'm thinking of. That's like one of them, that like one sequence. There's the introducing the dog sequence, like I said. There's the llama pulling the door off of the shed, the garage, the shed. Yeah, the shed. That's another one that I have to animate in an interesting way. There's a lot of little things to do. Just a lot of little things to do. Character designs. So I kind of want to just like highlight that today. And maybe just start plotting out some sketches. Maybe I'll just open up Krita and just sketch some ideas for some of the characters. I think I'm going to lean heavily on reference for as much as I can. So there's the sad guy in Day of the Tentacle who I might use as like a model for the guard. Just make the guard look like him a little bit. I think the aunt, I might try and model off Laverne a little bit. Probably like not trying to make it look like Laverne, but just like, model it after Laverne a little bit. Dwayne or Dwight, I forget. It might be Dwight. That sounds like it could be his name. Gary, good to see you as well, Gary Enkelers. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, so anyway, like I said, I need to highlight all this stuff. I need to write it down. Need to go look at some, like, different references, pull some ideas together. It's like, this is stuff I probably should have done earlier just to help me eliminate stuff from the scope, because I knew this was going to be heavier scope. I wanted more characters to interact with in this one, and that is automatically going to make the scope heavier because I know that I'm going to design more characters. But with all this, like, in my mind, I just didn't realize, I guess I just really hadn't, even though I knew in the back of my mind, yes, there's a lot to do, quantifying it really made me panic a little bit. I was like, oh golly, I gotta do something about all this work. So laying it all out in front of me, it might actually help a little bit with just like the panic. At least then I know I've got a plan of attack and I can focus on a few things. Take one at a time kind of thing, and like, okay, now we've got the design for that one done, we can work on the next design. Once we've got all the designs done, or at some point I can start looking at the animations. I still haven't done walk cycle for the main character. That's really important because characterizes like how, like, a bit of their persona in their, like, their strut, their stride. So we got to figure that out. There's also maybe I want to tweak the look a little bit. I was looking at the artwork the other day and I was thinking, like, maybe I should like give their body a little bit more shape. They're kind of like they're fairly regular looking. They don't have, like, maybe I need a little bit of change in the shape of their body somehow. But yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah. I hope I am good. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm pretty good. Just a little panic on the art side of things. I realized how much art there is to do. I was thinking it's really good that I've gotten so many backgrounds done, and I've like got the plan for some of the backgrounds. Things are starting to feel like they're coming together. And then I was like, wait, all the characters. So we'll probably end up working on background art for most of today. It's going to be another short one, but I just want to like start putting something down about the need for these characters, where they like some designs or something like that. So maybe I'll just pull a big just pull one of those sheets out, just start drawing and see what we can do. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'm not gonna panic, even though I am a little bit panicked. It should be an art picnic session. That's what we should do. I should go outside and have a picnic. But no, we're going to work on this because this is actually important. And I got to pay bills at some point from all this work. So I need to... This is a good practice. It's good practice because the big game is going to have a lot of characters. It's going to have a lot of situations, which will mean, more voice acting stuff that we have to work out too. Voice acting is another thing I need to reach out to some people for, because I think I've decided I don't want to try and do all of the voices. There's just a lot of characters. Honestly, my voice probably isn't going to translate too well to a kid. Like I could try. I will try probably, but I don't know if I'll be able to land it. But if I only have to do it for, like, say, the sibling or something like that, and let somebody else take care of the main character, that might be the way to go. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure yet. But I definitely want to have voice acting. So something I have to think about as well. Just another thing on top of the list of things that we need to do. It's a big list at this point. I'm just plugging in the tablet, so, USB issues on OBS perhaps. Seems okay. I brushed my hair. What the heck happened? I don't know. I got it. Okay. Alright, it's fine now. I don't know what happened. Oh, cheap viewers. I love cheap viewers. Let me just ban this bot. There we go. Banned for life. That's another thing I could look at, is like voice modulation, like technology as well. Something that modifies my voice to make the character sound not like me. Something else I could consider doing. Alright. I realize now also, I have, like, look at all the tabs I have open on this thing. So many tabs open right now. I should probably go close some of them. Like, what's this one? Okay, yeah, we don't need that open. Probably none of these we need open anymore, because I've got a lot of them open already. Oh, look, I really like this foreground right here with the hedge sort of leaves. I don't think that's in the set. That's all that is uploaded to Adventure Rooms. I don't think it's in this set. The two outhouses situation. I don't think it's in here. Yeah, it appears to be missing. So, like I said, I was going to close all the tabs. Maybe I won't close them all. Maybe I'll have a think about it. Each of them before I close them. Because it's nice to have the reference available. That one is from that set. So is this one. Keep that open. Close that. Keep this open. Sam Max one. Keep that open. Don't need that. Oh, I actually did want to keep these open. These were interesting. Okay, fine. Maybe I can't close everything. Another one that I want to keep open for reference, just for like... this is a good one to look at. And look at... I'm distracted immediately. I'm immediately distracted. Where's that room? That was the tentacle room, right? Yeah, the tentacle room. Here it is. This is the pixel art version of that room. And here is the hand-drawn version. Crazy, right? Banned bots on twitch.tv/fractalminddev. Yep. With like many follows cheap viewers, I can offer you one for the low price of free. Thanks. Thank you, Draforan. Good to have you here. So yeah, this room here, how much changed between this and the pixel art? Like, there's a couple of changes. Like, the horseshoe's missing. The dartboard's basically the same. The speaker that's been added here, I guess that was added in post. The rug looks basically the same. The colors are a little different, but like it's basically the same. The beanbags change colors. I guess they didn't like the green for some reason. The beds looks a lot crisper. The bed looks crisper. But the overall shape is basically the same. Oh, here's some of those floating points that I was talking about. The floating elements. You can see them here. I was talking about that the other day. Sorry, I got myself distracted. This is my problem. I get distracted too easily. What else is going on? This bookshelf looks almost identical, doesn't it? Like, there's colors of a couple of books have changed. But it's generally about the same. But you can tell, like, when they went to pixel art with this, some of the stuff stayed, like, basically the same as it was in the original sketch. And other things changed. This sketch might actually not have been the one they had digitized. They might have digitized it afterward or done another drawing and then digitized another drawing. But there's a lot here that's similar, like the bowling ball was added for some reason, maybe. The mouse hole wasn't... Oh, I guess... No, that's just a shadow, but maybe they decided to make a mouse hole. But yeah, the duck and the aircraft model is still in there, and... Oh, there's a video cassette on top. Mouse hole might be a smudge. Yeah, maybe. So this changed as well. I fully suspect that this was hand drawn before they put it in. So like, oops. This may be an earlier sketch, and then they went and did more work on the sketches as well. It's quite possible. Anyway, like I said, I'm easily distracted looking at these things. This was a very good reference. I was using it for a while. I'm going to close it. I want this reference, actually, because the stacks of cars, I want to look at those when I'm drawing. The stacks of cars that I want to have. Although it's night scene, it's a night scene here. I want it to be more daylight, so I have to think about adding a little extra color and stuff and some rust that you can see visibly and things like that. I don't need this open. Can probably get away with closing this. Don't need that. Don't really need that. I'm probably going to regret closing some of these character references because I'm going to be drawing more characters soon. I'll keep the llama feet one reference open. I'll keep this T-Rex reference open. I don't need this open. Probably leave that open for now. I doubt my game's still in the cool new games section, but it's now available up here on Cool Math Games, which is cool. It's cool to see it there finally. I have no idea what stuff's still open up here. Alright, I think that's good. What are these? Oh yeah, I probably don't need to keep these open. I think we need to go back and reference this article again. I'll keep this website open though, because there's some more modern posts from like not 10 years ago. All right. Nice to clean up some tabs. They added something new to the wall by the door. Yeah, they got rid of the horseshoe. The frame is still the same. It's like basically the same thing. The lighting is even different, actually. Like, they changed the way the lighting looks in the digitized version as well. I suspect they actually, like... This image is maybe not the one they used for the final, but I could be wrong. All right. So yeah, I guess I want to start with something. I don't know. Let's just open up Krita and maybe draw out just write down the names of the things we need, and then maybe just draw a quick thumbnail of like a badly drawn thumbnail of each of them. It's got to start somewhere. I really liked what we came up with yesterday on this one. Actually, this actually surprised me. The fact that I could get to this point and feel so confident with this layout that quickly really gave me a bit of a spur of inspiration, really. I mean, I could just work on this, honestly. I don't have to do the character panic today. But at some point... you know, let's save this for later. Because I probably will work on this today. I just want to get something down so I can think about the other characters. So let's go ahead and create a new image here. We'll reduce our brush size. I know I can just work at like a smaller resolution here. I know there's 7 characters we need to come up with. So basically, if I just split this into oops, that's wrong. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I'll let me do that. Wait, does this not have straight line drawing tool? I guess not. I don't know how to draw a straight line. I guess I just have to use this thing. There you go. What? This doesn't have to be perfectly split in 8ths, but I'm just trying to... Oops. Roughly do it. There you go. That'll do. So I'm just going to zoom in on each of these little patches here and start trying to come up with a character in that. So right, you know what I might do even? Where's the rotate? There you are. Rotate 90 right. Okay. Oh yeah, you are supposed to see me draw. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting that I have added this button, and I keep forgetting to press it. This is the second time I've done that since I added that button. Sorry about that. Good to see you, librarian. How are you today? I apologize for my delayed response. It's because I'm so focused on what I need to do. All right, so the first thing I think we're going to just do right now is just let's see, we got, just write down the character names. Maybe I'll zoom in some more too. We called her Aunt Jenny. I don't have to call her Aunt Jenny, but that's what we've got right now. Then we've got Simon, the sibling. Then we've got Llama. And we've got Cat. Cat's probably not going to be terrible to do, honestly. We might even skip doing Cat. Then we have Rip. And Tear. The dogs. And then we have God. Here for the cat nap. Nice. Woke up early. It's Sunday for me, early morning, but I have to do my cup of coffee, so I'm good. Ah, excellent. You have your cup of coffee. Good, good, good. Yeah, I got my cup of coffee. It's Sunday afternoon, 2:30 p.m. So we're going to be doing a short one today, I think, but I just wanted to... This is basically me realizing, wait, there's a lot of work to do. Let's maybe do a little bit of planning for that, at least, before we continue just ignoring it and working on background art, which is also an important thing to work on, but, you know, we need to do some planning. I also thought about maybe doing the walk cycle animation work today, but I don't know. So, references that I want to think about for this is... Edna. Maybe Laverne. Which I don't know how to spell. I just realized. Does it have an E on the end? Laverne? Maybe? Something like that. For Simon, I think we just take Sierra as reference. But maybe we want to blend in something else. So, but maybe like that's the main reference I think we'll take. Maybe we take, like, if we look at like Edna and Laverne, maybe we take some of the Laverne features and put them on Simon, maybe something like that. You're making a late dinner? Oh, what are you having for dinner, that cat? For llama reference, we could look at the horse in Day of the Tentacle. D-O-T-T. And for the cat, I don't know. I feel pretty confident about cat drawing. I can't think of any references off the top of my head. I'm sure there must be cats in other games, like maybe there's a cat in Sam & Max or something like that. I don't know. I can't think of one in Day of the Tentacle, actually. No, there is one in Day of the Tentacle. Yeah, actually, let's look at the Day of the Tentacle. Dot cat. That says calf. I don't know what's wrong with me. Cat. There we go. For Rip and Tear, they're going to be... I'm thinking Doberman. Which I also don't know how to spell, I just realized. Doberman? I don't know how to spell it. Anyway, Doberman references. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I feel like a Doberman has like a certain look to them, right? Like they kind of have like a pretty straight snout along the top. Maybe like a little bit of an underbite almost. But their jawline is fairly, like, they're fairly streamlined, if I remember right. I might need to look up some reference images. I think they kind of have some more, like, angular features as well. Like, maybe they're not so, you know, curvy. And they have, like, big pointy ears, right? Something like that. Like, I feel like this is, you know, what a Doberman might look like. I really don't remember, though. I'll have to go look them up. Again, and like angular features might want to like have more angular jaw as well. They don't have to be like anatomically correct Dobermans. They just have to look scary, I think, is the key here. I also don't know how the neck would look on these guys. Like a thicker neck's probably better, something like that. Probably like I want muscular looking shoulders and stuff like that too. You know, like lean, muscular looking animals. Something like that, you know. And like longer legs. That like they're not like bulldogs. They don't have like shorter legs. Probably longer legs. I don't know exactly what a Doberman looks like. So, you know, just get the idea sketched down for now. I'll go look at some references. Maybe we can, like, with these guys, the advantage is, like, once I get one of them looking how I want, Rip and Tear are the same character, basically. This one's gonna have, like, maybe a motorcycle chain or a chainsaw chain on then as a necklace kind of thing. Something like that. And it'll have, like, their name on it. Hanging on some dog tags here. Like, it'll say Rip. R.I.P. And Tear will have maybe a shotgun shell name tag or something like that. I don't know. Awesome stuff, dog. Thank you, librarian. If for a quick sketch, maybe it'll work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. For the guard, I'm thinking, I forget his name. We could look up the character. Let me grab a browser tab and I'll bring it down. We'll do some searching. Is there a wiki for Day of the Tentacle? Probably. D-O-T-T. Sad man. Okay, this is not right. So I gotta search for Day of the Tentacle. Day of the Tentacle. Maybe I should search for depressed guy. Maybe that's more accurate description of him. Hotel. The guy in the hotel room. I don't see him. This is the sleeping guy. I don't want the sleeping guy. I want the guy with the fake gun. Depressed guy? Why is there no screenshot of that guy? Oh, there he is. This is the first image. I found him. I somehow skipped that. I guess because it was YouTube, I just sort of skipped over it. This guy, I'm thinking maybe we could use him as a model. I don't know what his name is. But maybe we can use him as a model for the character. Dwight or Dwayne? Well, whatever his name is. Just put a guard uniform on him and, like, make him recline in a chair. And he's not sad, he's sleeping. Yeah, I could use this guy as a reference. Let's get a Doberman reference while we're looking up references. Whoa, what? Man, they're very nice looking dogs. This is such a good reference. I really like this as a reference. Yeah, black and brown look with like that German Shepherd look. Yeah, this is another good reference here, honestly. This is a great reference too. Like, this is like the stereotypical, like, what I expect to see when I think of a Doberman. I don't know what, you know, you should expect to see, but I don't know why they remove the tails. Like, why does this guy have a short tail? This puppy clearly does not have a short tail. Is there a health reason for that? Or are people just jerks? Like, I don't know. Like, I know these people, like, I know people who own them love their dogs, like, right? I don't know. It's a posture thing? Seems weird. What the heck is this? I guess people have a particular, like, they try and train their dog to look like this. I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Anyway, I want cool looking animals. I think these are cool looking animals. This is probably a solid reference to use. Let me grab some screenshots. And I'll drag some screenshots into the thing. Obviously, I'm going to, like, cartoonify them. They're not going to be... They're not going to have that look. But... it'll help. I would like to get a snarling or barking Doberman. This makes a good reference, I think. So does this one. This one almost looks like he stepped on Lego. Yeah, I like this one just because it's got so much more of the gums exposed. I like that look. That looks a little dopey. That's a great image. I almost wouldn't mind replicating that in the animated sequence if I can figure out a way to make that work. Like have one of them bark at the other and it kind of scares it. I think they were bred to stand at attention. With the tail, they lean forward more. Oh, okay. Interesting. There's a reason they put these guys in Resident Evil. They're used very often as military dogs because they can stand at attention. They make excellent guard dogs because they look mean. Yeah. I think I'm going to take this as a reference just because I think this would be a funny, like, having a couple of frames that, like, have this sequence in it would be, in their intro animation, would be interesting. I think that would make it fun to see them show up. Put them there. Alright, so we got a few references there. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. I have anonymous follows on the channel, so feel free to jump in the chat and say hello. Or lurk away if you would like to as well. Thank you very much. Primary weakness of all guard dogs is meat products. Yeah, so we're gonna... This is a stealth puzzle that we're going to be having the Dobermans partake in. That'll be the main adversary for the stealth section. And I think what my plan is, I haven't really designed this section yet, and I have to work on that design. But it's going to be an overhead view. You're going to have your character creeping around. There will be a line of sight drawn for each of the dogs, and they'll patrol a specific patrol path. So the player just has to kind of figure out how to get past them. But you'll know, like, it will be... The patrol path by default will be unpassable. There will always be... One of the dogs will be able to see you at some point through the path that you have to navigate. The other paths that you could navigate and sneak through will have, like, rattling chains or something that will alert the dogs, and that will be a way you fail. The way that you have to do this is sneak to a spot where neither of them can see you and drop a squeaky toy and then sneak back. And when one of them finds it and attacks it, it'll squeak, and then the other dog will run toward that direction of the sound, and then you can sneak past and get to the next part. And then you'll have to drop some snacks that you've previously acquired as well, and that will slow down one of the dogs so that you won't be able to get caught as you progress through the rest of the maze. So there's, like, basically two things you have to do through the course of it. It should be a fairly easy sequence to get past for most people. I don't think many people will have to retry it. But yeah, if you get caught, it kind of just does a reset time thing. There won't be like a bloody death animation or anything like that. It'll just be like, well, try again. You got caught. I recall a movie where a spy distracts guards dogs by throwing a cat over a high wall. Wow. Was that a comedy? I don't even know if that's funny. It depends how they do it and who's the actor. Like, if it's a Rowan Atkinson, that would be funny, probably. He'd probably do it in a funny way. You can steal the loyalty of any dog with the use of meat. Yeah. I learned that dogs are like squeaky toys because it sounds like rabbits when they die. Oh my gosh, yeah. There's always a dark side to these things. All right, now that I've got actual references for the Doberman, obviously mine looks a little different. But it's not too far off model, frankly. Like, I think I could maybe work with that, and we'll sketch up something a little bit more correct. But yeah, we're gonna have Rip and Tear, which is a Doom reference, by the way. If you've the Doom novelizations from the 90s, I think it was, had a phrase of Rip and Tear. And so that's like become a pretty well known thing in this era. And I think even modern Doom stuff takes advantage of that. They mention it in some way as well, I think. But yeah, they'll be named Rip and Tear, which is a nice reference to that, and we'll have them appear. They're going to have like an intro animation of them sort of like running out, and then the stealth sequence will begin from there. They'll be on their patrol path. You won't be able to get past them. Rip and tear until it's done. Indeed, you got it, Akavidi. Good to see you. Welcome in. I think that humans like to associate motives to nature that don't actually exist. Learning reality is always a humbling experience. Right. Right. It was not comedy and clearly a real cat. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That doesn't sound... I don't think that they would do that. Certainly not these days, but maybe it's a stunt cat. I don't know. Okay, so that's the... Look, we've got some references for Rip and Tear. Got one reference for the guard. That's probably all I need. I think the guard's going to be a very static character. So if I just like draw some guy that looks roughly like has this rough hairstyle and face shape, and you know, change the shirt color to like a guard colored shirt and put a patch on it and make him look like a guard basically, and have him sort of snoozing away with his feet up maybe. But like, just like, this is the model that I think I would just go for, using this model, just so I'm like, I'm all set in that direction. Llama, I think we need to grab some the horse from Day of the Tentacle. We'll grab actual llama photographs. Cat, we'll look at the Day of the Tentacle cat, and also maybe, I don't know, I'm pretty confident I can nail the cat look and design. We've already got a couple of cats in the last couple of games as well, so I got some things to lean on there. Aunt Jenny, I wanted to look at Edna and Laverne references, and Simon, I think I'm just going to model off Sierra and maybe borrow whatever I end up landing on with Aunt Jenny, and just sort of like push Simon in that direction somehow. Hey there, Bloody Cactus. Good to see you, dude. I saw your post on the Discord about your adventure with the chicken photographs. It was very cool looking. They did some bad stuff back in the day. Yeah. Mate, I mean, it depends how old the movie is, I suppose. Give one of the dogs a funny face. Yeah, I could look at... actually, that's a good idea. I could reference the hyenas, maybe, from Lion King. Because some of them pull some funny faces. Gotta have a chicken. Yeah. I keep thinking maybe one day we'll get chickens. But we haven't yet. All right, yeah, let's grab some references. Let's grab some Edna and Laverne images as well. What's this pin page? Did I open something? I don't know what's going on here. Did I get this reference? I did, right? Yeah, there he is. There's a wiki here. So we can model Aunt Jenny off this look, I guess. Is that the only time you see her, when she's on one of these chairs? Let's look at Laverne. Actually, she's probably just on this wiki as well. How do you find... Oh, right there. Interesting, they both have the crazy eyes look that most of the other characters in the game don't have. See that, like, this part of the eye? They both have that. And the other eye's smaller and doesn't have it. They're actually, like, they have a similar model. I didn't realize that until just now. Most other characters don't have that in this game. Most of them have pretty... Not that look to them. Just wanted to say hi. It's 1 a.m. Oh my gosh. Have a great sleep, Bloody Cactus. Thanks for dropping by. It's good to see you, man. Rest well. All right, you got Edna and Laverne references there. I think we're just going to look at the horse from Day of the Tentacle. I don't know if we can find that here. I hope you can find it. Popular pages, characters. Is the horse here? It's just got the basic characters. That's a bit lame. Is there a search on this website? I literally can't see the word search. Am I just not seeing it? Like, if I search here, it's going to search all of fandom, right? Oh no, Day of the Tentacle Wiki. Okay. Horse. Horse. There we go. No. It's not even there. Okay. Day of the Tentacle Horse. Not teeth. Just horse. I know about the teeth, but I just want images. For reference, it's an animal that's a similar model to a llama, although nothing like it. I just want to look at it. We can grab both of these images and drop them in as reference. Man, reaching the keyboard sucks when I got this screen in front of me. It's a really good shot that they got there. There's like multiple cats in Day of the Tentacle. I forgot about the one in the past. Is there one in the present as well, or only in the past and the future? I guess Bernard doesn't deal with a cat. Just Hoagie and Laverne. Hmm.
Oh boy, we're having fun now!
Oh boy, we're having fun now. There's only one person who normally does that. Normally it's Dammit Baines. And today, it's no different. Hi Dammit Baines, good to see you. How are you going today? What's up? Where's my mouse cursor? Oh, it's all the way over there still. Okay. I like the look of this cat image, but it's like it's not the resolution's bad. I wish I could get a better shot. I mean, it's just for reference. I don't need a highly detailed... What the hell? Oh, this is like a full walkthrough, huh? Okay. I mean, why not just not play the game at this point? Wait, the screen that I came here for isn't even on here? This is it. This is the screen I came looking for, and it's not there. What? What kind of sick, twisted world do we live in? I'll just grab this blurry screenshot for reference then. There you go, a couple of references there. And then there's the future cat, which we have here. It's very good to have references when you can get them. I forget what else I was looking for. Oh, right. I thought about Emperor's New Groove as well, maybe for the llama reference. Emperor's New Groove. There's a cat in that? I didn't know there was a cat in Emperor's New Groove. Maybe I'll check that one out too while I'm at it. Oh, yeah! I forgot when she turns into the cat. I don't think this is the kind of reference that I'm looking for. Yay, I'm a llama again! Are you going to make this run on any retro hardware? No, I have no intentions of running on retro hardware for these games at this stage. In theory, I could use an older version of AGS and have it run on DOS. But some of the stuff that I've done in AGS, I'm not sure would translate to DOS very well. Specifically with like the routines I did for like rendering and stuff like that for the mini games in Day of the Hamster, and what I will do for this game as well. So I might need to rewrite some of those scenes if I was to port it to DOS. I have no immediate plans to do that. I would love to do it someday. I think it'd be awesome to have my game run on DOS. But yeah, right now it's not in the cards. Why are there not more awesome llama references? Let's see. I'll grab this one. Llama. These are some good references here, so I could just copy this image wholesale over. This one's probably a better one, I would say. I'm not sure how I'll make my llama look, but it's a good reference. What the heck? No, get out of here. I don't want a whole web page. I just wanted that image. All right. I think we can reduce our panic levels a little bit, because we have got some references now that I feel confident we can come up with our character designs from. I'm not so stressed about Simon. I think we can probably get a Simon character together okay just by looking at Laverne, Edna, and Sierra and just like drawing something. The guard I'm not too worried about. The dogs are the ones that I'm most worried about, I think, here, actually. Everything else, I feel like I got solid references. Yeah. I'm definitely not wanting to go for a Cusco llama, but it's a good thing. It's a good place to start from, I think. And yeah, I think it's a good place to start from, is basically what I'm saying. Yeah. No Amstrad CPC version? No, I don't think so. I don't like... The problem with that is that it's a big time investment for a very... Like, it would have to be something I'm doing for me. And I can't afford the time to do something for me like that. Yeah. If I win the lottery, then sure, I'd probably consider all kinds of stuff like that, because it's just do whatever you want then, right? But as it is, I need to try and make commercial decisions on what I'm working on. I would love to do some different, like, retro hardware builds, but yeah. The Doberman died? No? Oh, Rip Doberman. The Doberman's name is Rip, but I get it, yeah. Yeah, Rip and Tear are the Doberman names. Good to see you, Trash Cat. Watch out for those number-changing lotto tickets. They get me every time. Yeah. How many times would you have won? Yeah, Trash Cat. I was like really pleased with myself when I was like, wait, if I have 2 dogs in the junkyard, I can call them Rip and Tear, and that'll be a great reference to have. I was like, yes. But yeah, I just wanted to get started on something here. We don't even have to, like, I sketched up a really rough out of my brain sketch with no references of a Doberman. It's not on model per se for like what the actual Dobermans look like, but we've got them for reference now, so I'll be able to draw. I think I'll be able to land on something, but that is the one I'm most concerned about hitting a decent character design with. Out of all the stuff on this sheet right now, I think everything else I can manage. Which is good. It's good to feel like I can manage them at least. Yeah, this is a good session of just like getting some stuff ideas out and making sure that we have a plan of attack at least. So yeah, feeling good now. I'm just gonna put this under, I guess. I don't really have. I guess I'll put it in the. Oh, whoops, not. Yeah, I'll put it in the characters folder here. And I'll just do a new folder called Design, which I don't really have a place to just keep stuff like this. We'll call this Sketch Sheet 1. And I'm probably just going to open this up like over the next couple of weeks and like just try and sketch out like a character. Again, just like keep evolving these until I get them to a point where I'm like ready to do the pixel art for them, and then I'll just go and just like spend a day just doing pixel art for each of the characters, just get like all of them out into pixel art world, and then I can think about what we need to do for animation purposes. For Dobermans, for Rip and Tear, there's like a important cutscene animation with like full screen animation that we want to do. For Llama, I think we could do that for one, and there's also a close-up of the feet that we have to do. That's it though. Everything else is fine. Like everything else doesn't really have that much in terms of like cutscenes or other concerns. And there is actually, I got a couple of llama foot references. Already here for that close-up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have fun doing the llama foot close-up animation. Actually, I think that's gonna be a fun one to do. I'm not actually worried about that shot. This might be a nicer one to use for a baseline for that shot actually. But yeah, I'll just keep this open on the other browser for now. I can come back to it when it comes time. When the time comes. Rip looks pretty ripped. Yeah, I wanted to have a muscular look to it. I think it's a little. I think I put too many lines in here, but as far as a sketch from the brain goes, with no reference, I think that's not a bad sketch. Could certainly have done worse. I have definitely done worse when trying to draw dogs in the past. So, you know, Cusco reference, the horse reference, combining those, getting something that I can use for this character should be good. The cat, I think we'll be able to nail the cat design fairly easily. I've already done a couple of cats already in the series, so I think we'll be able to lean on that a little bit. Again, yeah, I'm just repeating myself now. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna just hit save and close this for now. And we'll come back to this drawing, and we'll do a little bit of work on this. So I got a little bit of time to work on this now. So we've been live for an hour. We spent an hour just doing some talk and some research. Now we can actually try and maybe just tweak the layout of this shot a little bit more, and then maybe start rendering some of it in with more detail. I think I'm going to open up a couple of the other backgrounds just for mental reference and confidence boosting reference. The backyard shot. Honestly, this needs work. Like, this still is not... I'm not happy with this still. I'm not going to redraw it. I feel like I've committed too much effort to this already to throw it away. A little bit of sunk cost fallacy going on in my brain. But I think that's okay to have a little sunk cost fallacy occasionally. I think what I want to do here is just, like, take this, elevate this from where it is at now with the use of some lighting effects and adding a bit more stuff in the scene to try and, like, yeah, elevate it, like I said. The tree, I want to reapproach the tree again. I'm not happy with it. I think these... it's this... I've struggled with the trees a few times now. I just don't know if I can pull off that look. I don't know if I have the confidence to pull off that look that we've represented here based on the Day of the Tentacle artwork. But I need something. And we obviously need a tree to exist for this to work. And I can maybe pull over more towards the Sam & Max art style for this tree. Since I'm already doing that for the other tree as well, I kind of like wanted this tree to look more interesting. Yeah, maybe it'll be okay to go consistently on this tree as well. But that's okay. Not stressing about that, really. The awning still looks ugly. I think the awning is like the biggest detractor from this whole scene so far. So we can deal with that at some point too. I want to open the room that we just did. Which, honestly, the lounge, it was so good to just finally nail the lounge. Like, it makes me so happy to see this one look the way it looks. It's, like, so much better now. Adding all that clutter that we want to add is going to be a big boost to the way this one looks, too. It'll start to feel a lot more, like, complete once we add these, like, elements that we talked about yesterday. I won't do that today, I don't think. I think I just want to focus on lifting this background more towards the direction that needs to be when it's completed. So yeah, we'll have to start fiddling with this one a bit. I think it might be just time to just start rendering some stuff, honestly. Like, the layout's pretty solid. I think the only thing I would consider changing is the fence angle slightly, which I mentioned yesterday. But, like, just bringing the fence down, like, maybe to here and up to here, maybe something like that. So it's really not that much of a change. Maybe not quite that much. That was a bit much. Somewhere around there, though, for the fence line. Try and keep it smooth. Something like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and start drawing a little bit of art to finish up the art panic stream. A little bit of calmness now that we've gotten through the panic. I mean, all of the stuff that I was concerned about still has to be done, but at least I feel like I have a plan for it. We can approach it now. The other thing we talked about yesterday is like we have no reason for the pond to exist in the design, and that could cause players some distress knowing that there's a pond there and not knowing what to do with it. It's not, you know, like, I think something as obvious and centralized as the pond would need to have some gameplay mechanics added to it. I'm okay with coming up with some kind of mechanic for that. I don't know what it will be. It doesn't really matter at this stage. We can just add a puzzle later on to make it so that, okay, I've dealt with the pond, we can move forward. No more panic, only Zoomic. And maybe Tiltic. Yeah, perhaps some Yorick. Oh, that's good, Adrian, that's good. Hello, good to see you, by the way. Welcome. All right. Yorick. I knew him well. Not sleeping, so I'm playing Crimson Diamond again. Oh, nice. How's your Crimson Diamond playthrough going? Have you played through it more than once so far? Going very well. I'm at like chapter 5 or 6. Oh, nice. Yeah, I when I played it, I was like, I can't stop. I just had to keep playing, you know. I just had that reaction to it. I don't know why I'm cleaning up this sketch piece. I'm going to have to draw over it again with the actual lines, I think. Maybe I start doing that. Yeah, chapter 5 or 6. So I think, well, I forget how many chapters there are. Like 7 or 8 chapters. 7 chapters, I think. I really need to redo like the last 2 chapters because I was like too tired when I did it, and I was like, I had a short attention span at the time. I was like, let me finish. So I gotta go back and play those last couple of chapters again, I think. But yeah, very proud of Julia. She did such a great job. Again, I'm just cleaning up artwork that I'm not actually going to use. Why am I doing this? Why am I spending time doing this? Because I can't really use this. Oh, I guess I could try and colorize it or something. Let me see if I can do that. Filter, colors, color, no. adjust. Color balance. HSV adjustment. Let's see. Lightness. Saturation. We got no color though. There's no color to work from, so. Filter. Adjust. Color balance. Let's say midtones more red. Okay. And then filter colors. No. Adjust HSV. All right. Brownware. More saturated, darker. Somewhere like that, maybe. Let's see. It's actually pretty close. Let me add a layer here. I just want to get this color down as a reference tone to look at. And then I can try and do the color adjustment and see if that helps. Desaturate a little bit. I think that's a pretty close match to the color. Let me zoom right in and see. I mean, it's pretty close. It's not quite. It's very close though. Hey, Basol. Ilvaz, good to see you, Ilvaz. I don't know if you were still around when I finally did the Doom Redemption that you rolled yesterday. It was like an hour after you'd rolled it. I was like, oh, wait. I didn't do it. I just really wanted to play Arena, and I hadn't gotten much Arena time in yet when you rolled it. Seen some of the late game, I think I caught you streaming it. Lots of, oh, I wish I hadn't looked at that. Yeah, I wish I had looked into that. Yeah. Yeah. You enjoyed the Arena? Excellent. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. You love Arena Base Hall? It's so good, isn't it? I was like... The funny thing is about Arena, let's just take a little moment to not do any work and be lazy, which is good. A healthy attitude, right? The thing about Arena is I had tried to play it in the past, and I just like bounced off of it because I was like, it's like not as good as Daggerfall. I won't bother with it. And I never left the first dungeon. I never even paid attention to the story. I was like, yeah, whatever story. I'm just gonna like whatever, look around and like fight dudes. And I was kind of like, it's got a lot of problems. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it, and I ended up not bothering to play it. but I always wanted to play it. And so those times where I bounced off it was just all like, I'll play it some other day, and I'll give it the time it needs some other day. And I finally gave it the time it needs. I was like dedicated, I'm going to play it, and I gave it the time it needs. And I love it so much. It's like, it's now probably ranked up there among my top favorite Elder Scrolls games. Like right up there with Daggerfall. Which is crazy, because like I had bounced off it so many times in the past, like when I'd like spend 5 minutes in the first dungeon, go, I don't think this is gonna be what I want to play right now. But now that I'm playing it, oh man, it's such a blast. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I'm totally hooked now. I wanna keep playing it like tonight even. I probably won't. I'll probably move on to a new game, but yeah, I'm missing out on a Friday in lieu of that, and played Crimson Diamond was such a good time. I was planning to play Crimson Diamond for maybe like 4 or 5 hours and then play Arena for the rest of the time. But I ended up just playing 12 straight hours of of the Crimson Diamond. Regrettably, I guess, I do regret the ending, not having the energy and patience for the ending as much as I should have. But that's all on me. Like, I spent 12 hours playing the game. I should have probably stopped it after 6 hours. So, hey Tanil, good to see ya. Yeah, it's so much fun because it's so simple. Yeah, I think the simplicity of Arena is pretty good, but also like things like Pass Wall is such a fun tool to be able to use, and like you can really, like, if you find the right times to use Pass Wall, it makes you feel so powerful. And I'm playing Barbarian, but I happen to have picked up a Mark of Pass Wall, and I've just been using it like pretty sparingly. Yesterday I used it a lot because I really wanted to try and finish that dungeon last night that I was on, and I knew I was tired and I needed to not push myself too hard, so I took it easy, but that meant I didn't quite get through the dungeon last night, so I gotta go back and try again soon. You can blow up the dungeon and make dungeon pieces, like floor and wall. Oh yeah. There is like spawn. You can spawn floors or walls and stuff too. Yeah, it's got all kinds of features. It's a pretty fun game. It's a pretty fun game. Yeah. Anyway, Arena's good. I just want to say that. I just want to take a moment to really acknowledge that Arena is good. I had a great time with it. All right. So yeah, you can see the colors are like just barely off here. I think I'm looking at a saturation difference mostly. Let me see if I can adjust it slightly here. It's so subtle, the difference. Like, any change might be the wrong change. I'll try and desaturate a little. Like that, and then maybe it's a bit of luminance or light or something. Let's try this. Right, that's about right. I think the hue is like a little too red, maybe. I don't know if I can match it. It's really, really close though. That's about it. That's about as close as I think I can get it. All right. I know it's not the same color. Like, I can still see there's like a slight difference. It's so close. I don't think anybody's going to really notice between scenes that like, oh, the dark tone changed or something. Like this shadow color here versus that one. I don't know. Probably most people won't notice it. Whoops, wrong way. I mean, it's still there. There's still a difference. Whatever. Ignore it. Delete that layer. We have a column. Now I don't have to delete all the lines. I can just go through and touch them up like I was. Probably would have taken me less time to just redraw it, but sometimes you just do things for fun. Hi, Max Devlin. Hello. How are you? Sorry, I'm a little slow on the uptake today. I just got back into focusing on this, you know, getting some work done. Trying to add some detail and bring this thing to life a little bit more.
That doesn't work.
Oh my. What doesn't work? The sound command clearly works. Not too bad. Excellent. It's looking good so far. Have you fully committed to the pond staying now? I'm not sure yet. I'm going to leave it there for now. I said it when I started working on this today. I said the pond might go, but I'll leave it in for now. And, you know, if I decide I like the look of it, I can come up with a reason to have it for puzzle elements. But it is very central to the scene, so if I have it, it's going to need to be... I'm going to need to add something to the puzzle design to accommodate its existence. Just stretching. Need a moment. I'm only aiming to do like 2.5 hours today, so I don't want to like get up and move around. I just wanted to stretch a little bit. I don't know if like the line works good enough here. I'm not really sure. probably fine. Ponderosa tree next to the pond. I don't know what a ponderosa tree looks like. The heck is a ponderosa? Oh, wow. It's a pine tree. They look pretty cool. You finally have used the phrase powder nuts in a game to progress. That's excellent. I think this composition is going to work. Man, I'm tired today. I just don't know if I got the energy for streaming and everything tonight. Maybe I'll... we'll see. I'll see how I feel in a couple of hours. Maybe I should stop now. Let's do a 2-hour stream instead of 2.5. I've been trying not to miss too many streams lately because I've been missing a lot of them over the last few weeks. Or having to, like, you know, take breaks to do stuff, like drop kids off and pick up kids up and things, but we'll see. Dust's nuts would have worked too. Oh. I know exactly which part you're up to. Now that, yeah, I know exactly what you're doing. I almost forgot that you were playing Crimson Diamond. I was like, that's weird. I wonder what that phrase would be for. I forgot about that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think I'm gonna live with this look. It's not perfect, but it's fine. I'm just looking at the boards that I just drew. They're okay. They're okay. It'll look more coherent once everything else is in as well. Tree look. I don't know. I kind of like this tree outline that we already got. I'm aiming for a more red tone, I guess, for the bark of the tree. I probably shouldn't do too much effort in the tree until I don't know how much effort I should give the tree until I look at some references from Sam and Max or Day of the Tentacle. You have the same artist worked on Monkey Island who also did Sam and Max, Day of the Tentacle. I don't know how much crossover they have. I'm pretty sure there's some artists that worked on all three, but I don't know. Steve Purcell was working... Like, Steve Purcell created Sam and Max and worked on Day of the Tentacle to some capacity. I think also Monkey Island. Fairly sure about that. So yeah, I think so, Max Devlin. I mean, we could easily look this up and answer the question easily if we pull up like Moby Games and look at credits of the games. We could look at who worked on art for each of the games. Okay, Monkey Island 2, Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition, Secret of Monkey Island. A lot of Secret of the Monkey Island special editions. Let's go. Secret of Monkey Island in 92. Monkey Island 2. Sam Max Hit the Road. The only one I don't see is Day of the Tentacle. Adelons are talking about. Worked on Day of the Tentacle remastered. Sam and Max appear courtesy of Steve Purcell. Maniac Mansion Day of the Tentacle. Sam and Max appear courtesy of Steve Purcell. I wouldn't be surprised if he had some hand in like working with the team, but yeah, he didn't work directly on it, I guess. Then it's oh, what's the guy's name? Peter Chan, I want to say. Peter Chan was pretty prolific at LucasArts, so I don't think he worked on the first Monkey Island. I don't know if he was there for it. He might have been. I mean, he's got special thanks too in 92 for Secret of Monkey Island. So he might have worked on it a little bit. But yeah, Maniac Mansion Day of the Tentacle, art and graphics. Monkey Island 2, Day of the Tentacle, Sam Max Hit the Road. I mean, yeah, the list goes on. The Dig, Full Throttle, etc. So yeah, I think if anyone like was like had a hand in all three of the games, it's probably Peter Chan. And you can see like he worked on a lot of stuff: graphics and artwork, animation, background art. Additional graphics and artwork for Day of the Tentacle, as well as graphics and artwork. Sam Max Hit the Road, yeah. So I guess that's not a full answer that you're looking for. I guess the other thing we could do is just like cross compare between them, but yeah. Wow, hey, thank you very much for the follow. Hello there, Innocent Poo Poo. Is that how you say it? Why is it panic? Let me show you. Well, I don't know if I can show you per se. Maybe I can. I realized there's a lot of artwork to do for this game that I knew in the back of my mind. I always knew there was a lot of artwork to do, but I realized just how much artwork I need to do. So I was like, last time I was looking at this document, I was like, okay, here's all the rooms I need to do. We're kind of like getting good progress on production here. So, you know, I was feeling pretty good. Like, if we keep continuing at this pace, I'll be finished soon. But then today I was thinking about the other assets I need to do and realized that I still have 7 characters I haven't even designed properly yet. I've only designed this character. And I haven't done any of their animations yet. And I realized, okay, I guess I've also designed... I forgot about Robot. I've already done a design for Robot. So, I guess I'll ignore that one. Rats, I forget. Oh, yeah, the rats. I forgot about the rats. That's another one I have to design. Probably not that hard to do, but it's got a little bit of animation and stuff to do with them as well. But yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2. 5, 6, 7, 8 characters to design. I thought we had 7 characters to design. I forgot about the rats. So that was my panic. I kind of dealt with it though. I went in and created a little sheet with just some concepts and references that I can work from, and I think it's after doing that, I think we're capable of dealing with the problem now. Let me see if we can open it. I think I put it in here. So yeah, I kind of just like, okay, the guard, I will use this guy as a reference. I like the look of this guy, so I can build some character based on that look. Got some Doberman reference images, did a really quick sketch. Went looking at llama references. I was like, okay, the horse in Day of the Tentacle is a good reference. The llama from Emperor's New Groove is an interesting reference. I don't think I want to go exactly like this, but at least it's a good reference. Cat, I got a few cat references. I've already drawn a bunch of cats in the other games, so I think we're okay with cat design. Aunt Jenny needs to be designed. I'm thinking some combination of these two would be an interesting look for it. And then Simon is Sierra's sibling. I can probably just draw like a little version of Simon, maybe take some elements from Edna and Laverne and add them to that character. And then, you know, that'll probably do it. So I'm not too stressed about that. Rats is probably going to be pretty easy to animate, honestly. Correct design and animate. Yeah, so I'm not too stressed about that rat, I don't think. But yeah, I was a bit panicked at the start of today. Like, when I realized, oh, I need to do all this work. I wasn't even planning on doing a dev stream today. I thought I would just take a break. But when I realized there's all this character design work that I haven't done yet, I was like, I better go and, like, at least kick the ball. Get it started. You know, get that ball rolling. But which it is now, so, you know, that's good. And now I was just like taking the time to work on this piece, which is, I did the layout for this the other day, and now I'm just sort of like trying to refine it and bring it a little bit closer to what we need. It should be good. And I just got these other pieces open. Just this one was for reference for colors and some other stuff, and the other one is just because I wanted to look at it again, and I'm still happy with it, so that's good. Cool, good luck. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't planning on streaming for much longer, honestly. Yeah, we're over 2 hours now, so it's probably a good time for me to take a break. I was only planning to do a very short stream today for the dev stuff. When I started it, I was like, let's just tackle this problem and then maybe do a little bit of enhancements on this piece, which we've done. It's not by no means is it perfect yet, but it's a good start. I got some ideas of what I want to do. I got to get some references for this tree, which I think let's see. I think this image set has some good references for trees somewhere in it. Yeah, there's these trees. I think there's a couple other tree designs in here that I could look at for inspiration. Got the palms. I think there's some other designs of trees in here too, but for reference, I am trying to replicate these sort of styles, the Sam and Max style, the Day of the Tentacle style. I like the way those look, and I'm trying to reference them with my game art. Here's a good tree reference. I like these trees. I think they look great. That, like, yeah, that look. That's like, I don't know what to call that. It's like a gnarly looking bark with some twists and turns in it. It's not all straight lines. Kind of like that. The VR section's great. I don't know if there's other trees. I was thinking there was more trees, but that might be it. There are trees in Day of the Tentacle I could reference as well. I think there's only like one or two that are like detailed and interesting. The rest of them are much flatter, which is what I was planning on using, that style of tree, like these flatter style trees. this sort of tree, you know. But there is a section in this game that has a more interesting looking tree in the foreground. I think this is it here. This tree here is another interesting reference piece. And I think there's also another tree set in the future that Laverne is hanging from at the start when she first goes to the future. I don't know if that's captured in this image set though. But that would make a good reference. Doesn't look like it's there. How unfortunate. I'll have to go look it up myself. But yeah, it's good to get some more references. It's always good to have more references, I think. After looking at those image sets, I'm wondering if the roots that I've drawn is like too much detail. Maybe I just want to like turn this into like a more of a barrel at the bottom and just have the grass growing up over in front of it and not worry about the root system as much. The root system is kind of cool though. Like I like root systems when I draw trees. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to come up with something at some point. Yeah, day 20, work on backgrounds. Day 21, I guess it is. We worked on more background art a little bit. We also just did some planning for some character designs that we needed to do, which I've been not really thinking about. So it's good to tackle that. Let me just, you know what? I'm just going to save this work that I'm working on here. And close it. Because I'm going to take a break. I don't want to just sit here all night. I want to move around a little bit today. I was about to shut down the computer. That would have been bad. Just get rid of this screen. Yeah, because if I'm going to stream later tonight on the other channel, I want to be a little better rested for it. So we'll go over here. Finish up this. So day 21, we did some more background stuff, but the important thing that we did today was let me get this glove off. I need it on now. No smudges on the keyboard. Work on character designs, planning / concepts, which we did, and I'm just going to iterate over each one. On Jenny, sibling. I'm just going to write Simon. I'm going to start typing Simon instead of sibling. I think we've named them Simon. I'm going to stick with it, I think. Jenny, Simon, Cat, Llama. We might want to name those at some point, but not that fussed. Rip and Tear and Guad. That was it, right? So we kind of got the ideas down for those. We also have to think about rats, which I didn't think about today, but we can think about them another time. We didn't do any inventory art today, which is fine. We'll probably just focus on the exact same thing again next time, which will be Monday night, tomorrow night. After I finish up work and the kids are settled down, I will probably jump in and do a little bit more painting, just more background art. There's a lot of art to do for this game. A lot of art dependencies. Main thing I want is just get all the backgrounds in, get the character walk cycle animations done, the main character. That's something I want to work on soon, because I want to start putting it in engine and having the guy walk around all the different scenes, make sure that all the navigation stuff works, and you know, everything feels right, like scale wise, because that's something that don't always nail. But yeah, art pieces are coming along pretty well. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the way they look. So I think we're gonna have a good looking game, at least, even if the gameplay maybe isn't at the same standard as the last one, because I'm not aiming for puzzle complexity as much as I'm aiming for character interactions this time. So we'll see how that goes. The character interactions are going to be interesting, I think. yeah, that's it from me for today. A short one, I know, but I wasn't planning it to be long, like I said at the start. So I'm just happy that we got somewhere. I'll be back on tonight. We'll be doing some more gaming tonight. I'm not sure if we're going to be playing Arena or if we're going to jump in and do something new. If we do a new game, it might be, I'm not 100% sure, but I might do Orion Conspiracy again, start that one up again. The only reason I stopped playing it last time was because there was a character in there that was like just super racist and said a lot of gross things, and I was like, I didn't want to deal with that. But maybe with that in mind, now that I know what I'm stepping into, I can at least work around that somewhat. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not decided yet. I might even just not stream tonight. I might just take the night off, honestly. I'm still pretty tired. I did a 12-hour stream on Friday, and that seems to have taken it out of me for the weekend. This weekend's been pretty light on everything, but it's fine. Inspired by the Australian breakdance team. That's right. That's right, Mini Roach. How are you going today, Mini Roach? Hope you're well. Thanks, Adrian, for being here, man. I appreciate it. I hope you've been enjoying playing your Crimson Diamond. Hey, VJI, good to see you, dude. Thanks so much for being here, too. Welcome. Hello. Goodbye. Man, the Crimson Diamond was a lot of fun. Maybe I could redo the last couple of chapters of Crimson Diamond and, like, actually give them the attention they deserve, because I really did sort of speed through the last bit. I was like not focused on getting success everywhere. Everything's fine now that I have my little bear emote. I'm so glad you got it. I didn't get it. I didn't bother trying to get it, and now I don't know. I guess I'll be the odd one out who doesn't have it. Seems like everyone's got it. I've seen it so many times over the last week or so. But yeah. I'm gonna go now before I run out of time and like end up having to start the next stream. I'm gonna go, I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. Probably go for a walk, honestly. Something like that. Yeah. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. I'll see you in the future. Whether that is tonight or tomorrow night, I'm not sure. But I'll see you then.